I want to start my speech with a question for all of you. Please raise your hand if you think that you are a better version of yourself today than you were yesterday. Oh yeah, we have some. That's amazing, thank you. We often say things like, I'll wake up earlier, I'll be more productive, I'll practice more, and then a few days later, life happens. You get tired, you lose motivation, you fall back into old habits, and that better version of you feels far away again. If that sounds familiar, trust me, you're not alone, because we all want to grow. We all want to improve and become better or best versions of ourselves. But here's the problem. We think that the change has to be really big to matter. We think we need a huge breakthrough, a perfect plan, perfect timing, a burst of motivation that never fades. But what if that's not true? What if the secret of becoming better isn't doing something huge, but doing something small, consistently? As it was mentioned in my introduction, I am 16 years old. I've been studying music for 12 years, since I was 4, and I want to share my story, how I grew through it. This is me when I was 4 years old. I started music school, and this is how my music journey began. I am performing to my family during breakfast in my living room. In the left photo, you can see me when I was in the 4th grade. I was attending singing competition in Latvia. And in the right picture, this is me when a couple summers ago, when I had dinner with my family in Palanga. And I thought maybe I could sing here. So guess what? A few moments later, instead of enjoying my meal, I was singing in front of the whole restaurant. And this is me a couple months ago. I was singing Beyonce's song in front of the whole school in school's event. And it was my first performance with pop song. So it was really big for me. This is how I grew. This is how I improved. I took every opportunity I got. And the moral of this little story is that you need to be just 1% better every single day. You might think, what? 1%? That's basically nothing. It's too small to matter, too small to make any difference. And I want to prove that 1% is actually important. I had a period in my life when I couldn't sing the way I used to. It was 4 years ago, maybe. And I had voice mutation, my voice was changing, I couldn't attend any concerts, and my doctor actually recommended me to stop singing. Maybe you should wait until things felt normal, he said, and then continue. But my passion for music was too big, and I didn't stop. I showed up to every single practice anyway. I sing every day, and this is how I become better. Every single little practice, even if it was just for 10 minutes, even if I couldn't sound good, I did it anyway. And at that time, I didn't think it was important because I was just doing what I love, but it actually worked. Because while I couldn't control my voice, I could control my consistency. And over time, that consistency improved my technique, my discipline, and kept me moving forward instead of staying in the same place or going backwards. This is how that 1% looked in my journey. And if you ask me, when did you become good? I honestly wouldn't know what to say because I grow every day. There was no moment when I woke up and thought, now I'm great. There was no single performance when everything suddenly clicked. Sometimes I feel like I'm not improving at all. Sometimes I have issues with my voice, but I do not stop. I go there anyway. This is my message for you. And the main thing that I want you to remember from my speech is that it's not your dreams that create and shape your future. It's your actions. Because instead of focusing on big goals like I want to be successful, I want to be a doctor, a singer, a businessman, think and ask yourself a simpler question. What did I do today? Did I learn? Did I practice? Did I even try? Because goals are good, they give you directions, but actions create the real progress. And I want to end my speech with a quote from one of my favorite movies, Cars. Lightning McQueen was asked, "How did you know you could do this when you showed up to your first race?" And he answered, "I just never thought I couldn't." Thank you.